Yes, this car. What's going on, car family? I'm Ben Wayne, back again with another video. Thank you for tuning in, and if you've been here for a while, I also appreciate that support. Today we're testing out the 2025 BMW M3 competition. This car is an absolute German hot rod. It is a blast to drive. It's coming in at about 105,000 as shown. We'll talk about some of the options it has. And of course, we'll talk about how this ride has been engineered for excellence. So right off the top, it's done in a frozen metallic red paint job. If you're a fan of matte paints, this might be the one for you. If you like the high gloss traditional stuff, maybe you want to go for something else. The matte paint options, of course, do cost extra on top of the $80,200 base price of this vehicle. But, you guys know this thing comes in a variety of colors. I'm here to tell you how this car handles, looks, and feels. So let's go ahead and start with the front. We all know about the grille, okay? I'm not gonna spend too much time harping on how it's oversized and whatnot. That's just it. What else is there for me to say? The grille is large, but we do have LED headlamps, LED daytime running lamps. Of course, we have aero going on in the front fascia, so it's gonna provide laminar flow around those front wheels. It just has an overall meaty, aggressive look from the front of the vehicle. And when you see this car, you just know what this car is about. Well, at least I hope you would, right? So underneath the hood, what are we looking at? BMW has placed their inline six-cylinder, twin power, turbo power plant. So it's gonna get us 503 horses. And it's connected to an 8-speed automatic transmission in this application. 0 to 60 comes in at a claimed 3.8 seconds. But quite frankly, this will do 0 to 60 a lot quicker than that. I think they were being modest with that time that they recorded. The 3.8 seconds, it's faster to 60 than that. So this is the rear-wheel drive model. As you guys know, the xDrive model comes in with about 20 more horsepower, but the rear-wheel drive model, you really have to respect the car and know what you're getting yourself into, because it will let go, especially if the road temperatures are a little too cold. This car does get a little squirrely. So, with all that being said, this car is available in a manual transmission. Unfortunately, I didn't get an M3 with a manual. That would have been incredible. That would have been epic. The fact that they even make this car in a manual, that BMW deserves some praise for that. They really do, because not a lot of people are doing it. I don't know. Some of the competition isn't nearly as exciting as this car. For example, the new Mercedes AMG C63. To me personally, what they did with that car, it's not even worth mentioning. It's not worth reviewing. You'll notice I haven't reviewed it on this channel. But this car here, this is exciting. Just the way it handles. It feels completely locked in from the second that you put your foot on the throttle. You turn the wheel and it just goes where you tell it, if you're careful and you respect the vehicle. Coming to the side profile, what we have is a staggered setup, meaning we have 18-inch wheels up front, 19 inches in the rear. Gives it a nice stance from the side profile. You'll notice that this does feature the carbon package. That's like a $14,000 option. We have carbon ceramic brakes, front and rear. We have a carbon fiber roof to reduce the center of gravity. Plus it looks cool. That's why we don't have a sunroof in here. That carbon fiber roof looks amazing. We have the M Sport adaptive suspension. The car studies your driving habits and adapts the suspension to your driving habits. We also have the M differential as well. So this is the full fat. All the performance features that you can want in a compact sedan, BMW is giving to you in this car. The side profile, traditional BMW. You have the haunches that just give this car that muscular look of aggression. It just looks great. And then it pairs well with that staggered setup that I mentioned as well. Of course, we have the Shadowline spec. That means we're gonna black out the side view mirrors and other accents along the side profile of the vehicle. And taking it to the rear fascia has been blacked out as well with the black exhaust, the quad exhaust setup. That appearance really looks good on this car. I really like the way it looks from the back. I think that's one of the best angles of this car, regardless of what's happening up front. Storage capacity, I'll go ahead and mention that because if I don't, somebody will be like, you didn't mention storage capacity. 17 cubic feet of storage. You guys aren't really looking into this car seriously. If you're concerned about the storage capacity, you know what this car is about. Of course, we have LED tail lamps. LED everything at this point. BMW is a luxury manufacturer. They do specialize in luxury cars, right? So they're going to make sure they got you covered on terms of those basic luxury features that you would expect of a car that costs $100 grand. But overall, the handling in this car, they used to say, I don't know if they still say this, BMW, the ultimate driving machine. And when I get to test cars like this one from BMW, it reminds me of why they said that. It feels so locked in compared to some of the competition. For example, the CT4 Blackwing. This car just feels focused like a laser when you drive it. Of course, it sounds good, especially when you lay into the throttle and that exhaust warms up a bit. I do wish it popped and burbled just a little bit more, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and talk about the interior. So I mentioned that this car comes optioned with a $14,000 carbon package. Of course, during all my reviews, I get stuck behind somebody driving excessively slow. There's like an EQS SUV in front of me, but whatever. So I mentioned this car has the carbon package. That means it's coming with the carbon bucket seats. Do not get these seats unless you're truly about that life. Again, do not get these seats unless you are truly about that life. And most of you who are looking to buy this car are not. Most of you who are looking to buy this car are looking for something fun to drive that you can also daily, but you're not really taking it to the track, right? These seats are serious. They are extremely firm. You cannot ride around town all day in these seats and not feel beat up, right? They are purpose driven. They look cool, don't get me wrong. They look absolutely amazing. The carbon fiber seat backs look incredible. But again, from the standpoint of their function, they're designed to be extremely aggressive. Extremely aggressive driving is what they're designed for, right? So that means, if you're taking this to the track, if you're going to track this a lot, yeah, sure, go for these seats. But if you're planning on driving this car, 4 to 7 times a week, I would opt for the more standard seats that are a bit more comfortable, and you still get the overall performance that the M3 has to offer. The steering wheel is heated, covered in Alcantara, looks nice. Oh, the seats are heated, by the way, not ventilated. But overall, you still get creature comforts like heated seats, heated steering wheel, and then the luxury, the tech. The head-up display is extremely nice as well and changes depending on what driving mode you're in. Of course, as you would expect, we do have the latest version of iDrive, and it has the wireless Apple CarPlay, and it's lightning quick. These screens are as responsive as a cell phone at this point. No need to harp on that too much. We've reviewed BMW plenty of times. You guys know how these infotainment systems work. Cameras are extremely sharp, great in parking situations, just in case you want to make sure there are no parking stops in a parking lot. You don't want to mess up that front fascia. Carbon fiber accents throughout the interior. Part of that carbon fiber package goes well with these seats. Again, it looks absolutely incredible. The seats look stunning. They're just not comfortable. Coming lower in the center console, we have carbon fiber accents. Of course, we have the 8-speed automatic transmission. So you have your electronic gear selector here, and then a touchpad and controls for your iDrive, and then storage in the center console as well as to be expected. Door panels, they have that black and cream two-tone interior theme that we have throughout this entire vehicle. And of course, we have seating in the back with 2 USB Type-C ports. All right. In terms of natural lighting, the interior is light enough to the point where you don't miss not having a sunroof because you got carbon fiber up there. And that's really what you want if you're really about that life, right? So if you're really about that life, go ahead and opt for that $14,000 carbon fiber package. I mean, because as soon as you see this car, you know what it's about, and chances are you'll know, what the person driving it is about. This thing is just, it's absolutely ferocious. And especially on the two-wheel drive version, you have to respect this car. Because again, it'll let go, and the roads are a little cold at this point in time, but it will let go on you if you're not careful, right? So it's easy to get yourself in trouble, especially in this, two-wheel drive hot rod. It's essentially a hot rod. It looks aggressive, but it's something that actually will get you into trouble if you don't know what you're doing. But overall, BMW's been putting out the M3 for years. This is one of my favorites. And, it's nice to see that the car is still as raw as it's ever been. The car is still offered with a manual transmission. And as the tech has progressed over the past couple years, so has the tech in this vehicle. Now, I know they've gotten significantly more expensive as compared to what they were 10 to 20 years ago. Everything has. But this is a fun car to drive. And you would expect it to be for the money. I mean, just the lightning quick shifts are just so exciting in this car. So let me know what you think about this one in the comment section. Again, it's an extremely exciting car, right? You know what you're getting when you're purchasing one of these things. Expect a firm suspension. You're not getting the best, gas mileage, right? What's the gas mileage in this thing? All right, 16 city, 23 highway on the sticker. You're not gonna get the best gas mileage, right? You're not gonna get the best ride in terms of comfort and creature comforts. You know what this car is about. It's a high performance vehicle, and that's what it's designed to deliver, and that's what it delivers. So again, let me know what you guys think about this one in the comment section. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And until next time, I'm Ben Wayne, the automotive reviewer that YouTube deserves. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out of here.